Very good morning to one and all. Thank you all for joining for this particular closing ceremony. As you know, Mizoram Police and CyberPeace Foundation together have conducted this particular program, CyberPeace Month. And we had a lot of webinars and competitions for all the people in Mizoram. And today we are here for the closing ceremony. I would not say the closing ceremony, but it is the beginning for creating more awareness for the people. May I now request Deputy SP CID Shri 𝗟𝗏𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗧 sir to please speak few words.
Okay,
Over
thank
to
you,
you.
Mr. Okay, thank you. So, very good morning to all. So I welcome you to this closing ceremony of Cyber Safety Awareness Month. So I'll just give a brief outline of the program we have. First of all, I'll be giving the welcome note and talk about the impact of this campaign which we have. And then Mr. 𝗟𝗏𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗑𝗕, who is the Senior Project Manager from CyberPeace Foundation, will be giving the survey results and the winner's declaration. And then our SP, CID Crime, 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗑𝗕, will be delivering a speech and officially closing the this month-long awareness campaign. And then lastly, we will have a vote of thanks from Ms. Janice Verghese, Manager Communications from CyberPeace Foundation. And then with this, this official closing ceremony will come to a close. So this has been a month-long endeavor. It has been quite a long and arduous task, I'm sure, especially from CyberPeace Foundation team. We started from 1st December, and then it has been almost 3 weeks now, and I thank God that we could finally come to this conclusion. First of all, I would like to praise the CyberPeace Foundation, Mr. Rao and his team, in organizing this month-long campaign, all the webinars, the radio, and Doordarshan talk shows, the surveys, the Brain Olympics, and all those. This campaign is the first of its kind, especially here in Mizoram. We have never had such an extensive and interactive campaign, especially on online mode. And I think the advantage of this online campaign is that we can reach maximum number of participants, through the talk shows, the radios, the webinars, where we have maximum like 5,000 capacity. And then we have also the live YouTube links where anyone can just click on the link and see our programs. And I thank them for the CyberPeace Foundation. I thank you for your patience and your constant support of the Mizoram Police. I'm sure that we have our shortcomings and limitations. Especially considering our our limited staff here, especially in CID Crime, and then our senior officers, especially our SP, and also sometimes me. We are engaged in other business, so there are times where we could not provide you with enough support, or with the help you needed. But I'm sure that you can forgive us and understand us. And I hope that this does not dissuade you from working together with us again in the future. So I thank you. I would also like to praise your professionalism. I'm sure that coordinating with all the stakeholders like the education department, the colleges, the universities, to ensure maximum participation amongst the public, amongst the students, and all those things. This is not an easy task. If it fell into our hands, I'm sure that we could not do any better than you. So I think that everything in the end went smoothly. I'm sure that this is not up to your expectation because you have conducted this kind of campaign in other states. And Mr. Rao and I, we have personally talked very much about this topic, saying that the number of participants is not up to their expectation. But I have promised him that 50 to 100 people who have participated. I think that's quite a good turnout, considering our population, our level of awareness, and considering the impact. I'm sure that this all our hard work, all the programs we have had, I'm sure that they will not be in vain. We will be reaping the benefits in the near future. But as I've said before to Mr. Rao, the true impact will be seen in the future. It will be reflected in the number of cyber crimes reported. But in my own personal opinion, I think that true awareness comes from some real or true fear of something. Suppose the COVID-19 was confined only to China and some far eastern states, countries. We wouldn't be aware that much of washing our hands, keeping social distancing, all those things. Because the fear of something, if it is not real to us, then we are not aware. And maybe Mizoram, considering other states of India, we are not that badly hit by cybercrime. But there's no question that it is on the rise. Cybercrime is on the rise here in Mizoram, and this is a big and important step towards creating a cyber-safe Mizoram. And I'd like to thank you for choosing our state, to conduct this campaign. And also, again, I'd like to apologize if for all of our shortcomings and limitations. But I hope that you won't be dissuaded to work with us again, because we will be needing all the help, all the support we can get, because as we see that cybercrime is on the rise here in Mizoram, and prevention is better than cure. Cybercrime is something which cannot be easily tackled with. It's not like the accused are here and present and we can locate them easily. Cybercrime can be committed from anywhere in the world. So, I mean, once our money is gone, once our identity is stolen, the culprits, if they are from from other countries, it's quite a problem. So, we will be needing, the prevention part. I think is the most important part in combating cybercrime. So, and this is something which the Mizoram police we have looked into. This is, our senior officers are quite aware of it. So this is why we have conducted this awareness campaign, and we are lucky that we get to work with the most competent and the largest organization in India, I think, who are experts in this cyber security, cyber safety. So with that, I come to my conclusion of my welcome note, and I hand over the program to Mr. Rao. So thank you for my part.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for those points. As you know, prevention is better than cure. That is the purpose of all conducting such kind of an events. And I hope that in future we'll be doing a lot of activities. As we say, it is a closing ceremony, but definitely it is going to be the beginning. And we are going to associate with you, and we'll be doing a lot of other activities. Because of the COVID, definitely we could not travel over there, but we could have connect to many people through press and media, as well as the All India radio programs, as well as for the 𝗟𝗜𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗏 program. Now, I'll be just sharing you, as you know, we have conducted a lot of webinars along with a survey which we have conducted. Let me just share my screen. Is it visible? Yeah. Just a second. Yes. As you know, we have conducted a survey, right, with the Mizoram police, where we are trying to assess the cyber awareness in the Mizoram. Now, this online safety awareness campaign, there's a focus, the main focus of this online safety campaign is to see that the major aspects of cyber safety, right, is done through these particular programs on digital platforms, webinars, activities, where we are trying to target at people of various age groups. And the emerging areas of cybercrime awareness right, with various aspects of new age cyber frauds. Like the common ones are the phishing attacks, the telephone and the financial frauds, identity theft happening, phishing and phishing attacks, and the malware detection. The idea is to assisting the citizens to identify cyber threats, also prevent cybersecurity incidents, and seek redressal to mitigate this particular threats. And the most important thing are the children, women, and elderly persons, along with the cyber threats have been emerging. And because of this particular COVID, it has increased a lot. And the research study, which where we have done with this Mizoram, right? It was an awareness campaign which was accompanied by the CyberPeace Foundation, assisting the Mizoram police in conducting a study, so that to further understand what are the different gaps that are there, to understand the different threats which are exposed by the people, what kind of cyber crimes are happening in the Mizoram. And the aim is to see that we will be able to assist the Mizoram police so that they can create some kind of an action plan. And this particular action plan should be a year-long plan where they would be able to raise this particular awareness, so that the general population will be safe and they'll be trying to respond to the kind of measures which the Mizoram police is taking to fight the cyber crimes. As the Deputy SP was mentioning, we have to look at the prevention is better than cure, because once you are losing your money, automatically it will be very difficult to get back that money. So we have the specific methodology that we have followed in this particular research study. We had the primary data where it was the primary data was conducted using some kind of survey where we have shared among the general public in Mizoram. And the survey had 32 questions, right, which was divided into 4 sections, because it was a bit lengthy one, but it is required so that we can get some good inputs from the people. And the first section was aimed at understanding the demographic details of the respondent. The second section was aimed at understanding the respondent's knowledge on the cybercrime. The third section was aimed uh, at understanding the respondent's experience with the cyber crimes. And the fourth section aimed at understanding their knowledge of measures of ensuring the cyber safety. Now, well, when it comes to the first section where the demographic sample, the sample was less, but we had very good response from the 21 to 30 years, 30%, and 41 to 50 years predominant age, like 23.33%, and 40% of the respondents are graduate students, and 52% are working in the government jobs, and 42% of the respondents are students. When it comes to the findings and the analysis, we have seen that the awareness of cybercrimes in terms of the descriptive and legal aspects to understand what actions taken against the crime and the law that dealt with the cybercrimes was done. Navigating the cyberspace, which includes self-assessment of experience on the internet and the cybercrimes in terms of platform and service use, the responses to cybercrime, safety measures adopted to curtail such incidents, and the types of incidents that has taken place. And when it comes to the awareness of the cyber crimes, we have seen that very good response has come, where the respondents have expressed a deep understanding on the cyber crime, which was inclusive of both the crimes such as hacking into people's account and operating it, which is around 67%. Spreading of fake news, as you know, it has been a big another pandemic in this COVID time, where the spreading of fake news was there, and 55% have agreed for that. Online impersonation, which is 53%. Stealing data from someone else's computer hardware is also 50%, and online harassment is around 47%. When it comes to the awareness, around 23% of the respondents were not aware if they should report cybercrime to the police station, to the internet platform, or service providers. 70% of the response were also aware that the Mizoram police has dedicated cyber police station. I think recently they have the cyber police station initiated at Mizoram. 65% of the respondents were aware that they could seek remedy against cybercrime, and under the IT Act, but only 5% of the respondents stated that they have reported to the police when exposed to cybercrime, and 30% preferred to not to do anything, and 30% did not wish to answer this question respectively. So this is one area of concern where the people have to respond and inform the police if anything happens. 60% of the respondents were never given cybersecurity training before, and that's the very major area of concern where we have to collaborate and work together for creating more awareness among the people. 76% of the respondents stated the women and children are more vulnerable to cybercrime, which is true. When it comes to the navigating the cyberspace, definitely 90% of the respondents use this digital sphere for social networking sites, and most of them favorites are the Facebook and the WhatsApp. Online classes, almost 65% of them have said yes. Online purchases, where the online shopping and all 60%. Reading news and articles is almost 58%. And the top three services operated by the respondents were to chat, keep in touch with their friends and relatives, which is almost 82%, right? Which is very common. And attending online classes is almost 50%. That's also a good figure. And also in banking operations, almost 48% are digitally using the Digital India initiatives. Coming to navigating the cyberspace, fortunately, around 20% of the respondents have not faced or experienced any issues. 53% have responded, has been at the receiving end of the spam messages on the emails. 27% has their computer mobile infected with the virus. 25% of the respondents had received the pictures, videos containing nudity or sexual act, and 22% of the respondents has received extortion messages. And this is a very concern which has to be noted. About 30% stated that they sometimes have the same password for all the social media accounts and Gmail accounts, and which is also a high number that through awareness we have to try to sensitize them. About 23% of the respondents have not thought about the permission they gave while downloading an application on their phone while allowing the third-party access to the data, and 8% allowed access to their location, contacts, gallery, and their profiles while downloading the applications on their phones. Well, coming to the conclusions, the respondents were adequately aware about the cyber crimes in terms of the descriptive and legal aspects, but the respondents were not aware of all the laws that deal with the cyber crimes and were not given the cyber security, cyber awareness training prior to this particular campaign. And the respondents were using a host of services on the online platform and were exposed to the number of risks. They were not completely aware of the technical aspects of curtailing the cyber crimes at their own end and were still receiving the spam messages, hate messages, and many face online stalking as well. Coming to the recommendations, policy recommendation, we would suggest that the state government of Mizoram should help the Mizoram police in increasing the frequency of cyber awareness training given to the citizens for all age groups with a specific focus on the women and children because they are more vulnerable. And the police can also seek the assistance from the NGOs and the private sector organizations who work revolves around the providing training to the common people in order to increase the cybersecurity awareness. These NGOs would be able to assist the Mizoram police in conducting district-wise rigorous training, which is very much required. And the state government of Mizoram should also extend these training programs to all the law enforcement personnels, all the prosecutors, all the judicial officers, as well as the other personnel who are working under the Mizoram police. And it should also conduct training programs regularly for all the system administrators and the chief information security officers of the government on mitigating the cyber attacks and securing the IT infrastructure. The state government of Mizoram should invest in understanding the new kind of cyber crimes that has been emerging all over the world and seek assistance from the NGOs working in this particular domain so that some indigenous solutions can also be provided. The respondents lack the foundational legal understanding of the legal course mechanism that they could have adopted in case of online crimes, and only a small percentage of respondents preferred seeking help from the police, and which I think we have to be proactive over here. In these trainings in the future, the Mizoram police should assist the citizens in normalizing the act of reporting a cybercrime, and they should also work on enhancing the capabilities of the citizen understanding the harms exposed through the cybercrimes and the legal course mechanism available for them. Since the reliance on the digital services is increasing, and the action plan of training by Mizoram Police also needs to focus on ensuring the people are aware of the type of frauds, how to identify untrusty e-commerce websites, and the ways that they can be avoided, can adopt to avoid being at receiving end of the cyber crimes. So thank you very much for your patient listening. This was the recommendations from the particular survey, and we would suggest that some proactive actions will be taken shortly, as we have been doing now. Hello. Now, shall we go for the awards? SP sir is available? Janice? Yeah. Sir, as you know, the CyberPeace Foundation with the Mizoram Police, we also conducted a lot of awareness activities where we had this survey which I have shared with you. Apart from the other competitions, like we had the competitions on the jingles, right? And we would like to just present to you the winners over here with your permission, SP sir.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Just a second, please. Let me just share my screen once again. Now we are proud to announce the winners for the Brain Olympics. The first prize goes to 𝗟𝗜𝗞𝗘, second prize goes to Mr. Morel, and third prize goes to Oliver. Congratulations to everyone. Now, with your permission, sir, we would like to announce the next competition, which is the jingle competition. Let me share my screen once again. Janice, is it visible? Audio, please.
Online safety, online safety. Don't use free Wi-Fi's, don't share your passwords, don't get yourself in troubles. Keep changing passwords, keep it your secrets, keep it with only you. Trust on technology is a good thing, but control on it is a better thing. Hey, online safety, online safety. Online safety. Online safety, online safety, online safety.
So congratulations, Rohan Asplai, for that wonderful jingle. Very good participation from the Mizoram. Thank you very much for all the people who have participated and who have won the prizes. We'll be connecting to you through email. May I now request SP sir to please address the gathering? Yes, sir.
Oh, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible. Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Silo, sir. You can go ahead. SP sir?
I think there's some connectivity issue.
Connectivity issues. I think there will be a slight delay. As you know, Mizoram. Yes, sir. Please unmute. SP sir, please unmute. On your mic, please.
Mic on, Roshan.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Now
Hello?
you're audible, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
continue. Yeah. Mizoram has recently become a soft target for cyber criminals, with majority of the population using smartphones and having access to good internet connection. Internet shopping is becoming popular amongst the teenagers and even adults, especially due to COVID-19 pandemic. Social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram has become part of our social life. Online payment apps have made it possible bills, water bills, etc. from our mobile phones through the internet. However, the cyber criminals in this technologically advanced world can abuse these facilities to rob us of our hard-earned money, steal our identity, and ruin our lives. So awareness in cybersecurity is the need of an hour for the people of Mizoram, where cybercrime is on the rise in recent years. Mizoram Police has been actively doing its part in combating cybercrime. A cybercrime police station has been established to deal with any crime that involves computer and other electronic gadgets. A cyber forensic laboratory has been established to deal with these challenges. The cybercrime police station has cracked many high-profile crime involving financial identity theft, and so on. Of the cybercrime cases reported in Mizoram during this year, monetary cheating on social media and mobile phone scam, defamation on social networking sites were common. The Mizoram police has also conducted awareness program in school, colleges, on radio and TV, and among youth members of the churches, along with police personnel. However, in spite of this, cybercrime is on the rise, mainly due to lack of awareness of cyber safety amongst the majority of the population who are vulnerable to cyber threat. And I would like to thank the CyberPeace Foundation Delhi for lending a helping hand to Mizoram Police in organizing this awareness campaign on a large scale, something which has never been done in Mizoram. The awareness campaign was virtually launched on 1st December 2020 by our respected DGP SBK Singh through Zoom platform, and the campaign was conducted through a series of webinars, live discussion on AIR and Doordarshan, as well as other interactive activities like survey and Brain Olympic. The campaign focused on major aspects of cyber safety through program on digital platform, webinars, radio campaigns, and activities targeted at people of various age group. It focused on emerging areas of cybercrime awareness with various aspects of new age cyber fraud, identity theft crime, and malware detection. The campaign assisted citizens of Mizoram to not only identify cyber threat, but also prevent cybersecurity incidents and seek redressal to mitigate the threats. It focused especially on the cyber safety of children, women, and elderly person, along with the cyber threat that have emerged during the COVID-19 crisis. As we all know, the majority of the participants in various webinars and other activities are school and college students as well as students from Mizoram University. I thank the Director of Higher Technical Education Department, School Education Department, and Vice Chancellor, Mizoram University, Principal, Pachunga University College, and other stakeholders for their cooperation and efforts they have put in from their end to make this campaign a success. Without their support, this campaign would not have been possible, as it is their students and faculties who are the main participants. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the experts for the webinars and talk show for their valuable time and expertise and sharing their knowledge and wisdom regarding cyber safety to those who are in great need of it. I'm confident that this endeavor will bring fruit in years to come, that the majority of the population will become cyber smart and cyber safe from cyber criminals, and that the threat of cybercrime will be greatly reduced in Mizoram in the near future. As Mr. Rao have said in the beginning, this is not the closing, but the beginning. I definitely agree. We will begin and continue our campaign for cyber safety. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. CyberPeace will always be there with you, hand in hand, and jointly we can do more activities for sensitizing the people. And as you know, even though we have the education is more in Mizoram, so the cybercrime is also increasing. That's where we have to sensitize the people. Now, may I request Janice, who is the manager communications from CyberPeace Foundation, to please go for the vote of thanks, please.
Thank you, Rao sir. I think we've heard a lot of wonderful things about this month-long campaign from our wonderful speakers. So I'll just quickly, I would like to thank all the partners who are part of this campaign, and of course, I would like to take a few names as well for people who put in extra effort. So I'd like to begin very quickly by thanking everybody from the Mizoram Police, starting from the DGP Singh sir and SP Sir Shri Sailo, to Deputy Sir Shri 𝗟𝗓𝗦𝗧𝗧 Sir. I'm so sorry if I mess up the names. I'm still learning everybody's names here. So, but irrespective of all that, a big thank you to everybody from Mizoram Police, and of course the police officers who took out time from their busy schedules and joined us for all the sessions. We had so many wonderful speakers who threw light on some important issues which are upcoming. And although COVID is bringing the whole world to their knees, I think in our small initiatives, all of us are seeing, development, and we are able to make the most of the situation even though we're sitting at home. And a big thank you once again to everybody from Mizoram Police. And of course, we had wonderful speakers from other organizations as well. We were joined by some professors during our sessions who were helping us with the translation, because I think everybody felt more comfortable listening to all the sessions in Mizo. So big thank you to all the professors from the various universities who joined and who did such a wonderful job at it, explaining whatever the experts were saying. I thought I would learn something by the end of these sessions, but I was proven wrong. But I hope that, as everybody was saying, this is just the beginning, and I hope that the situation gets better, because Mizoram is a beautiful state, and we would love to actually visit the state, interact with the people, get a feel of what is actually happening there. And we have interacted with people before from Mizoram, but not in real life. So I think if we get to travel down, visit, and actually speak with the students, the teachers, and of course the police officers, we get a better idea of what the situation is there. But still, we were very, very happy to have worked with you, sir. There was no shortcoming at all. Everybody was brilliant at responding, and a big thank you to all the participants. I remember in all the sessions, there were some people who were joining every single day, and these were the people, and all the participants are you all are the reason why we undertake such initiatives. The interest we see in all of it. with the wonderful questions that you all ask. This is the only reason why we feel we can continue these conversations. So we only hope that we can have many more events so that, online safety becomes a word that everybody is aware of. And finally, a big thank you to everybody at the CyberPeace team. Ideally, I was only, talking during the sessions, but all our team members put in a lot of efforts, right from setting up the Zoom calls to sharing everything with the media team, sharing everything on social media to actually mobilize this event. So big thank you to everybody at the CyberPeace team for putting in all the efforts. And I hope that we can do many more such events together. Also, a big shout out to all the winners from our competitions. Initially we weren't very confident if we would get so many responses, but still there was such wonderful responses we got. And I think, again, just to reiterate what I said, you all are the reason why we keep undertaking these initiatives. So once again, thank you very much to everybody. And I hope we'll be able to meet you all again soon, face to face, and maybe have more such interactive events. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us for this particular closing ceremony. Deputy SP sir, Swama sir, your last.
Yeah, hello. Okay. So lastly, from my end, I'd just like to again thank you for your patience and your confidence in us. So I mean, we did not know what to expect from you, honestly, because we haven't done this kind of campaign through online. We don't know how you're going to conduct the Brain Olympics from another state. All those surveys and all those things, the talk shows and the Doordarshan programs. And then, we were like from the beginning, we don't have that much staff. We don't have, we're going to maybe not give you the support you needed. So it was like a warning that, it would not be up to your expectations. So, but the thing is, actually you don't need us. You can do this on your own.
No,
I mean,
sir. Thank you very much.
that we have done, but sometimes, I mean,
No
particularly
problem,
from
sir.
my part also, I mean, I was quite busy with, some cyber crimes which we had, doing all the investigations and the reports and all those things. And then there was the DGIG conference where our SP was engaged for quite a bit. But yeah, honestly speaking, I feel sorry for, not providing you with the support which you might feel, you needed, but which we cannot give. But the thing is, yeah, actually,
Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas to all of you and Happy New Year ahead. And we are there with you, sir. We'll definitely be coming back with Mizoram Police and do a lot of activities, right? And also thanks to the Women Commission also who have been supporting us for this particular activity, right? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this particular wonderful program. And once again, Merry Christmas to everyone as well as a Happy New Year.
Same to you all. Thank you.